Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. Join me, please. I am so excited to be here. Is it 3:30 on a Wednesday? And we're back. I am so excited to talk to you guys today. I'm going to be talking about not just me. I have my partner in crime with me today, who I'm going to bring on in a second. But I'm going to be talking about a product that really shooketh me. Shooketh. When I say that, I mean it to the core, okay? Because right now we are dewy, we are glowing, which I don't mind at all. But we are going to be, mattifying it down a little bit with some amazing products. So first of all, tell me how you guys are feeling. Tell me where you guys are from. I don't know about you, but I'm from the LA area and it is gloomy today. Mother Nature said, I need a break, y'all. She went to sleep. I mean, I'm okay with it because, it's been so hot lately, so I'm okay with it. Hi. Okay, I'm getting a lot of heart emojis. That's a good sign. You're in New York. How's the weather? Tell me. Is it gloomy? I'm going to put a heart too. I'm feeling like hearts and I'm feeling like fire emojis. Canada, hi. All right, so I'm going to wait to introduce myself if you don't know who I am already. But I'm actually going to bring in my good friend, Miss Becca. Hold on. Let me find her. Becca, if you're there. I don't want to do this alone. Do you guys like my singing? I don't, but I'm going to sing anyways. Okay. Come on in, Becca. I'm so excited. Here we go. Hello!
Oh my gosh, Alex, you look radiant. You look amazing with that skin. Look at that glow. Hello.
She exfoliated last night.
Love it. Your
She's
skin
ready.
looks beautiful.
Becca,
My God.
tell me why the sun is shining where you are. I'm jealous. You look
It's
beautiful.
Las Vegas. We live in the desert, hon. We live in the desert. The sun is shining.
Right.
It rains maybe 4 times a year. Okay?
You're right.
It rains like 4 times a year here.
You are right, Miss Thing. But, let's introduce ourselves. So if you are a loyal follower and you watch our lives all the time, you saw us here last week. But you know what? We can't get enough of you guys, so we are back because we felt like we didn't get to talk about even more amazing products, right? So that's why we're here today. So my name is Alex. I am a I am a pro artist. I'm an artist, obviously. I am a pro artist with NYX Professional Makeup, and I'm excited to get into these products today. But Becca, tell us a little bit about yourself. Introduce yourself.
My name is Becca. I'm also a pro artist with NYX Professional Makeup. I'm here in Las Vegas. That's why it's super sunny and bright on my side of the screen. And I'm so excited to hang out with Alex. Alex is like my complexion queen, my complexion guru. I aspire for my skin to look like Alex, and I'm so excited to get into the fun stuff today with you.
Stop it. Well, you guys are we're all gonna be besties by the end of this because Becca and I are gonna be like scooching in real close to the camera. So just a little couple notes, okay? So we're only 2 people and there's like double the amount of you guys. So we are gonna try and answer as many questions as we can. But if we don't see your questions, we have our amazing pro team down in the chat. So anything that you guys need, they got you. Also, too, I know Miss Becca is going to be on the bottom of your screen. So if you're having trouble seeing her, just go ahead and swipe your comments down so you can see this gorgeous girl's skin. So with that being said, let me pin the product. The star of the show. Our brand new, no filter needed. Let me say it again. No filter needed. Okay? We're going to be talking about the Can't Stop, Won't Stop mattifying powder. First of all, let's talk about the packaging. Let's break this down. That was my robot. Listen, I'm a one-woman show. I sing, I dance. I'm going to,
I'm with it.
This packaging, look how cute this is, okay? So sleek. And I mean, this is mine. And first of all, I love to show you guys products that's been you can tell she's been nurtured.
Girl.
You can tell when she's got the little belly button there. And this has not been out that long, Becca.
I'm like, I had to search for a new one. I had to search for one that was not pan already. I was
Becca, why you gotta one up me like that? I was here thinking that I had like the most love out of anybody, and you come in and it's like completely gone. Like,
girl,
the writing's gone. You know that's when you love a product, right? You know. But look how cute. It's got a little heart engraved. I don't know if you guys can see it. I love it. I'm a sucker for cute little packaging, and I just think this is absolutely adorable. But thank you, Becca. Let's talk about this. So why is this product so special? Well, one, it has a really special ingredient in it. So it has rice powder. Yes, rice powder. What is that, you're asking me? Well, I'm going to tell you. So this is going to help to absorb the oil throughout the day. So it's not only going to mattify you instantly, but it's also going to keep the shine away. So it's great for touching up. Plus, it's going to help to minimize the appearance of pores. Of course, you know, we're not magicians, okay? I'm not Harry Potter, so I cannot make your pores go away, but this is definitely going to blur them. And let's just jump, like, let's get real close, Becca. So yes. I want everybody to see. So because I love you guys, we did not set as much as we could, okay? So you can see I have some shine around here. Got a little crease right there. I got my love scars, my battle wounds from when I had acne as a teenager. Okay, we got some shine down here, right? So we're human, right? We have that texture, but that's why this product is going to be so amazing, because it's really going to help to soften, mattify, and really blur everything. So before I just start talking and let the lovely Becca talk, Becca, why don't you talk to us a little bit about what type of skin you have and also how you like to use this powder?
Yes. Okay. So you guys, as you can see, I actually did not go in, and I'm very much that person. I set my makeup like almost immediately. I am a true oily skin type. If I do not set my makeup, I am a grease ball within an hour. It's insane. So my skin type is more on the oily side, and you can see I have some shine settling in like here in my cheeks, some in my nose, a bit in my forehead area, and a bit on my chin. So I'm going to talk to you guys about how I like to use this powder for my skin type. Again, I'm a little bit more on the oily side. This is what works for me and works really well in blurring the appearance of my pores and giving me that all day matte finish. So first, prep. Prep is everything. Prep is everything. You can use foundation, you can use powder, whatever, but you need to prep your skin accordingly. I'm a huge fan, right? Like, prep is everything, you guys.
Prep is everything. You cannot go into any makeup application without prepping your skin. Your makeup is only going to look as good as your skin looks. Write it down. Say it with me. You know when you were in school and you get in trouble, they make you write stuff down like a bunch of times? Your makeup's only going to look as good as your skin looks.
Exactly. No, but Alex is 100% right. Like, your prep makes the biggest difference. I'm a huge fan of double priming. I use the Bear With Me Jelly Primer. This is water-based. It's super lightweight. It feels like a gel on the skin. It feels like nothing is there. It hydrates and helps to smooth texture. And I love this. Again, my oily skin type, it doesn't feel like anything's there. It feels like a splash of water on my skin. So I go in all over with this guy. And then in the areas that my pores I feel like are the largest, I prep with the pore filler stick. And I go in on the sides of my nose. I'm going to get really close, y'all. I go in on the sides of my nose. I go right here as well with the pore filler stick, and a little bit in my forehead area. Sometimes on my chin. Depends on how I'm feeling. Depends on how my skin's feeling that day. But that's usually the area that I go in with the pore filler stick to help minimize the appearance of my pores.
Love it.
That's my prep. I go in, do my foundation, blah, blah, blah. Add the magic touch, the cherry on top, the can't stop, won't stop mattifying powder. So there's a couple different ways that I do this, you guys. And I know that there are people that use one powder brush all over the face, one and done. There's nothing wrong with that. However, this is my trick to get that super blurred, smooth, kind of like looks like you're wearing a filter, but you're not, sort of skin is to your skin. So I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the powder, and I like to use first my powder brush. I'm using the Pro Powder Brush, and I'm going to press it into the Can't Stop Won't Stop mattifying powder. And I like to kind of, sometimes I pick up a little bit too much, so I just pat it on the back of the compact.
Love that.
And I go in, and I actually like to press into the skin. I don't buff, I press. And
I love that. And Becca, while you're doing that real quick, I know that you talked about you have oily skin, and Becca, get in there, get in close, show the peeps how it's looking compared to the other side. But for my dry skin queens out there, because that's me, that's why I have this glow. And you're probably thinking, Alex, how are you saying that you are dry when your skin is so glowy? Well, again, I'm not going to spend too much time on it, but skin prep is everything, of course. I love to use the marshmallow primer. This is literally my chef kisses. It's going to do everything for you, and it's really going to hydrate. So while Becca's going in with a larger powder brush, as you can see, I have I like to call them hot spots. So wherever the light is hitting me, you can see I have some on my chin, right here on my laugh line, my nose, and my forehead. So I'm going to use shade Light. This is my skin tone, okay? So I'm actually going to be using a tighter, denser brush. Now, the reason because is I really want to focus on mattifying, but I also want a little extra blur. So because this is more dense, it's going to help to keep the product more compact to that area. So like Becca, I'm going to go ahead, tap some of that product, okay? And I'm just going to get in real close here. I'm just going to do this side for you guys.
Yes. And Alex, I actually finished a powder. So you guys, I put powder all over this side of the face. And we're going to go back in with a little bit more powder, but I just want to show you the instant difference. Look at this side. She's blurred. She's soft. She's smooth. And then we have this side. We've got some shine, a little bit of shine on the side of the nose, some in the forehead area, a little bit in the chin, which is normal. Again, we're oily. We didn't set. But you can see how this blurs and mattifies, just the difference from side to side.
Look, I'm really getting in here for you guys. Like look, I have bad posture because I love you guys, because I really want to get as close as I can. I want to get as close as I can to this camera to show you guys that you don't need a filter with this powder, okay? So you can see that I've been using like tight little like dabbing motions, okay? So because I have dry skin, okay, this is only for my dry skin. I can't talk today. I'm so excited. My dry
love the Alex
skin
language.
Queens, keep the powder contained, okay? Keep the powder where you want to hit those hot spots, as I called them earlier, and leave the rest of your face dewy. So as you can see, powder, nice and blurred,
oh my gosh,
nice
Alex,
and mattified. No powder. Look at that. And I don't have beauty mode on, nothing. It's just, you guys saw it. If you guys were watching me, you could see the difference, okay? You could literally see the difference.
Your skin looks amazing. Oh my gosh.
Becca, talk to me. I know me, her and I love to kiki all the time. So talk to me about other kinds of tools that you like to use as well. I know you use the big fluffy brush, but talk to me about something a little bit different.
Yes. Okay. So this is kind of like a little tip that I don't see many people do, but I like to use a small, dense eyeshadow brush. This is the tapered shadow brush, right? It's already got product on it. I kind of went a little ham, but I like to use this brush in the areas that my pores and my shine are the most prominent. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the brush, obviously get back into that powder, and that same pressing motion, I'm going on the side of my nose. Again, we're getting up close and personal. We're going to be besties. And look, just patting that in those areas. And what that does is it helps to lightly layer that powder. So I get that really smooth, blurred effect in those areas that my pores are my concern. At the end of the day, we're human. We've got pores. They're not going to magically disappear off our face. We need pores, right? But this is my trick to make them appear softer and more blurred. So I'm going in and just pressing that powder in, especially on the side of my nose, because a lot of oil likes to pillage over there. And any area that I find that I get the oiliest, I'm just pressing the powder in.
I love, Becca, I have to say, this is one of my favorite, like as an artist, you never stop learning tricks, right? But this is one of my favorite tricks, not only because you can really like target special, and I have the brush with me here too, okay? Not only can you target special areas with this, but you know, this is actually a great touch-up brush, because oftentimes, like when you're out and maybe you're gonna catch some dinner with friends and you've been wearing your makeup all day long, if you try and touch up too much, sometimes it can go south a little bit, right?
Oh,
like
yeah.
You're like, I'm just gonna put a little bit on, and then all of a sudden it's like, I don't know what happened. I'm like not going, like, right? Calling in sick to the friends.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but this is great because you can literally, like Becca was saying, I get the nose crease oil. I don't know if that's what she called it.
Nose crease. I know, right? It's a thing. Nose crease oil. That's what it is.
You get the nose crease oil, right? And you can just really like get up in there, and it's really gonna just help to blot. So I'm gonna share one of my pro tips really quick too. And this is a lot of people don't know this, but I'm a huge fan of multitasking, right? So I love to use a product any way that I can. I do it with everything, right? I do it with makeup. I do it with hair products. Like, I love to find different ways to use product. And one thing that I love to do is I don't know about you, Becca, but I love a good smoky eye, right? I love a good blown out crease. I love a good colored shadow. So if you ever want to create a super soft, diffused look without any harsh lines, take the powder in your shade, right? Or if you highlight it underneath the eye, go for a lighter shade. Pick up a blending brush, okay? Something super fluffy. And I love it because this product is very lightweight. It's not a full coverage powder. I feel like we need to throw that out there.
It feels like
nothing
not a full coverage
powder. No, it's just going to mattify and blur. So taking a little bit of that product, I will literally just run this. Oh, thank you, Becca. I will literally just run this along the edges of my eyeshadow, and it really helps to like blur, like even like taking down a little bit of this brown color that I have in my crease. It just instantly like, right? That's my, people always ask me like, how do you get your eyeshadow so like diffused? And this is definitely the way that I love to do it. It's just so simple. It blends in. It's like literally foolproof. And this product is perfect for it because it doesn't have a lot of color, right?
That's
Boom.
amazing.
Done.
I didn't even think to use the powder around my eye to soften a smoky eye. That is like the best tip ever, Alex. Oh my gosh.
You are welcome, my friend.
Okay, thank you.
I'm full of them.
For enlightening
I got all
me.
the tips. Right? So, Becca, do you have any last minute tips for applying it on the face? Because I know that you and I both wanted to bronze it up a little bit, but before we get into that, I don't want to take away, you know, any other tips that you wanted to leave the peeps with.
No. So what I will say is that if you ever, let's say, you know what, I feel like I put too much powder. I feel like I'm looking a little bit too powdery in certain areas of my face. What I like to do is I like to take a sponge, a blending sponge. This one, don't mind this. We used this one earlier. We try to get her as clean as possible. But
we're artists.
I take a damp blending sponge and I go in and I just press in the areas that I kind of want to smooth. And again, this is only if I feel like, you know what, I put a little bit too much powder. I went a little bit too crazy in the nose crease area. I kind of want to soften that. And I'm just going in and softening that powder. And that's just going to give that blurring effect and really melt that product into your skin. That's my
love that. I feel like that almost makes like, I kind of feel like that really blurs out your skin even more, right? Because sometimes we all get a little powder happy just because it's so satisfying. Like it's the same thing with gloss, right? When you're just like, you zone out and you keep going and going. But we gotta take that down a little bit. Yeah, so I love that tip, Becca. One thing that you can do too is you can spray your face with a little bit of setting spray and then do Becca's tip. That's another great way to really like bring back a little bit of that natural dewy feel to it, because as artists we are indecisive and we want to be dewy, but we also want to be matte. We want to be both, and that's okay.
A little bit of
support group for it, and
nothing
we are
both
that. Yeah, and that's fine. But love that tip. So let's get into bronzing. So if you think we're switching to another product to bronze, you're wrong. Okay?
Boop. You're wrong.
Boop. We are using the exact same product in a deeper shade. So I'm gonna be going in with the shade Mocha. Becca, what shade are you gonna bronze with me, or am I bronzing it up alone?
Oh no, girl, I am bronzing as well. I look like a beautiful smooth egg right now, and I need a little bit of contouring.
Oh, we
so
love
I'm
eggs.
going in with the shade Caramel. Just
beautiful,
like a soft natural bronze.
Yeah, we're not contouring here, okay? We're just gonna bronze it up a little bit. We just spent like the past 20 minutes powdering our face. Yes, we were so excited. So we gotta bring a little bit of that color back in. So exactly. I'm picking up a small amount on a fluffy brush. So this is the brush that Becca actually used earlier. And I'm just gonna start tapping that into the rest of my skin. Yeah. And this is just gonna, again, it's gonna apply that like mattifying kind of blurring texture. I'm actually gonna bring it on my cheeks just a tad, because I love to look sunburnt all the time. Just a little bit.
You look sun-kissed, not sunburnt.
Sun-kissed. Thank you, Becca. Thank you, Becca. And this is just really helping to like bring like the warmth back into my skin. A little bit on the hairline. She's got a big forehead. Okay, big forehead queens. If you are just joining, and you missed it, we have been going over the Can't Stop, Won't Stop mattifying powder. Is it sorcery? Maybe. Is it a good product? Yes, it is.
Absolutely.
It's only $8. It comes in a bunch of different shades. It's formulated with rice powder to really help to smooth and blur. No filter needed. No beauty mode needed. This is proof. We like literally got in close, okay, so you could see everything. And it really just helps to blur everything out. Becca, I'm loving this bronzy moment that you're having.
Thank you. I'm going in with the same brush, the Pro Powder brush. I have two of them. You want to make sure if you're bronzing, use a different brush other than your powder or foundation brush, please, or else you're going to have bronze just everywhere. So I'm going in with another powder brush. And I'm using the shade Caramel, and I'm just kind of dabbing that very lightly on the cheeks to give myself that sun-kissed glow. And this is just to give me like a natural bronze. I'm not going over the top of contouring. I'm not trying to layer a bunch of product to give me a chiseled jaw or anything. I just want it to look like I was out in the sun for a little bit today, and not a hobbit that stays in the house all day.
Not a hobbit, Becca.
A hobbit. A hobbit, girl. You know me.
Becca, do you have any like tips for them as far as like, because I know obviously some people are going to buy this product online. Is there any tips that you have for people as far as color matching goes with these products because it's so lightweight?
It's super duper sheer. Keep that in mind. It's super lightweight. It's very sheer. You're not going to get full coverage or anything out of it. This is meant to just be a sheer layer to set your makeup or mattify your skin. And you can pair it with your concealer, foundation. You can wear it on its own, however you want to wear it. So usually the key is we have like, what, I think 10 shades, 10, 12 shades. There's a lot of shades to choose from.
There's a lot of shades.
I like to go based off of my foundation shade. And again, if I'm looking, let's say I'm in between summer colors and I'm looking to look a little bit more bronzy, then I would go typically about a shade down than from what I would typically choose in terms of my foundation. And it's okay because again, this is super sheer. Even this bronzy shade is incredibly sheer.
Yep.
It's incredibly
and that's what I love about them. Because I know like for me, like when I first started doing makeup, color matching was always so hard. But with these powders, because they are more lightweight, there's more wiggle room. So like if you feel like, oh, you know what, I got a shade that's a little bit deeper, that's okay. Like you still can use it to just mattify your face or maybe bronze it up a little bit and you'll be fine. But before we go, I know we only have about 5 more minutes. I do want to talk about 2 special pro shades. So I have them here, okay? So we also have a peach color, okay? What's that for? I'm showing you in a second. And we also have translucent. So I know it looks white, but it's actually translucent, okay? There's no color to it at all, just mattifies. So this is another great option since we were kind of talking about color matching. If you're really unsure and you don't want to take the leap, but you still want to try the product, this is a great option because there's not going to be any color. There's not going to be any flashback. It's not going to make you look ashy. It's just going to really help to set the skin and give you that same amazing results that Becca and I showed you today. Then we also have the peach color. Now, for me, because, and Becca, maybe for you too, for me, I love to kind of use this to warm up my cheeks a little bit, like a blush, because I am more fair. But for somebody who's more medium to deeper skin tones, this is great for using underneath the eye to really help color correct or even just to brighten, right? Just to give you that little extra, you know, oomph. So these are really great pro shades that you can buy as well in partnership with one of the Can't Stop Won't Stop powders that we showed you today. So I just wanted to point that out because a lot of people always get confused. So let's recap. Okay.
Yes.
I know we only talked about Can't Stop Won't Stop, but Becca, let the good people know if they just joined, as in like within the last 2 minutes and they just saw us now. Can you recap what we went through before we say goodbye for today?
Yes. So, Can't Stop, Won't Stop mattifying powder. It's made with rice powder. It's going to give you that super smooth, blurred, no filter effect. It's going to make your pores appear smaller and blurred and help minimize texture in the skin. Give you all day mattifying finish. And again, there's 10 or 12 shades to choose from. There's plenty to choose from. It's super sheer, super duper lightweight, and all skin types can use it. It all depends on how you use it. I'm an oily skin type. I like to use it all over the face and then go in key areas where my oil and shine appear
and I'm dry.
more.
And
Alex is dry.
So I just use it here in the center. Go ahead.
Look at that.
Sorry.
Very different skin types, and we still get the same blurred, beautiful, soft focus finish. It's great for everybody.
Yep. So thank you guys. Thank you, Becca. But yeah, so skin prep, right? Skin prep is super important. Make sure you know what type of skin you have so you know how to properly prep it so that your skin looks beautiful and smooth. If you also ever need additional help or questions, you can actually log on to our website and you can connect with us with one of our pros, whether it's me or Becca or another one of our amazing pros. We can walk you through color matching and we can help you find your perfect shade. Let's show it to them one more time for the camera. A little Vanna White moment. You know I love my little. This is the only time I get to model, Becca.
What do you mean? The only time you get to model. Look at that. Look at that.
Well, only time. But if you guys didn't already know, we have it pinned at the bottom. So if you want to add it to the cart, and of course, this is going to be posted on our channel as well. So if you want to rewatch it, you totally can. But thank you so much for joining, Becca. You're amazing. I love you. And we'll see you guys soon.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.